of them. And if, as a result of the task force, the decision is that we cancel sports, all of the coaches would be canceled. Because right now we have coaches on the field with the kids.
Okay.
So they started practicing already.
Excuse me?
They have started practicing already?
They have started with the phase 1. We are entering into the phase 2 as per the state guidelines. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So coaches are out there with the kids. This is just the coaches on this are, unfortunately, 3 of the 4 that were employed by the Leonia Public Schools. But as a result of them not having a team, unfortunately, these coaches are out of money, but they still want to give back and work with our student athletes. And the 4th coach is an employee, has been an employee in our schools, and has volunteered for a number of years with us.
Okay.
My advice,
three of the 4 are Leonia coaches.
yes, and all fingerprinted, all in good standing, and all were approved to be coaches on this staff. I would recommend that we hire all, contingent upon us having a team, and if we had to call for a special meeting, all of them would be out, unfortunately, but again, whether they get approved tonight or not doesn't stop the program from continuing.
Okay, I have no problem with keeping them on then as volunteers. But again, and Stephanie, if you could set up that committee, somebody from Leonia, to explain to us exactly why they decided that they wanted to pull out. It'll give us a clearer picture. So maybe if Joe or Diane or someone
I'll be in touch. We'll maybe we'll have someone from there. Again, they have school physicians, and I know their employees. Whether they had health experts, their athletic trainer, or whomever on their committee, we can speak to them. But I think it would behoove us to actually have our own committee.
Yes, well, I'd like to have their input to see why exactly they decided to pull out, what medical back information they have. That's all.
Okay, so
okay, so then I will include all 6 of those resolutions.
Very good. Okay, and then any second?
Second then.
The special meeting that you're going to have, is this going to be again this way, or is it going to be in person to discuss it?
Bert, Stephanie, you have to set it up, but I would I can only go virtual.
I'll be honest with you, Tom. You want Leonia people to talk to us? I believe it should be in person.
Okay, let them again.
So far.
Medical reasons, John, I know that.
Excuse me, Tom, I'm talking to you.
I know, but I cannot be there.
Tom, I'm talking to you.
I hear you, John.
Other committees too, which is wrong.
Stop. Okay. But I cannot be there.
Mr. Medicic, that we would like to be more serious and more concerned. So, yes.
I don't know why you're not here. I understand that part, but the rest of us should meet. We meet.
I can't tell everybody what to do.
And I don't understand why, because other people, you do have a social life. We do go out. We meet with people. So it isn't something that we're afraid of to have a half an hour meeting. To me, this is ridiculous. We should meet.
I don't meet with anyone. I'm sorry.
But you do. You mean to tell me you're staying home 24/7?
John, I haven't seen cousins. I haven't seen.
I haven't seen cousins, but I know I've seen you outside, Tom. So don't say you haven't been out.
John, well, John, I'm not in a group.
All right. Okay. Please. You know, we can set up a meeting that like whomever can.
You can't get mad if I can't.
I'm not mad. I'm realistic, Tom. This is silly for not us to meet and discuss the way we should discuss problems of the school system. It's hard to discuss things like this by virtual meeting. Other organizations do it and they have no problem. We're the only ones that have problems.
Can we get back to the agenda of 1 through 6?
Please, let's finish.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Barnabas seconded.
Yes.
Yeah, I did it.
Right. And then any more discussions on this matter? The personnel matters? Any more discussions? Okay, then roll call, please.
What are we voting on?
Personnel.
Yes.
I thought you were going to table.
No. Everything's on.
Everything is.
All right, everybody ready? Okay, Stephanie Chang,
Yes.
Thomas Matarazzo,
Yes.
Jason Kim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
John Madison,
Yes.
Yun Min,
Yes.
Barnabas Wu,
Yes.
Timothy Yang.
Yes.
Now, do you then want to schedule that special?
And before, I guess this is on personnel, and I'm sure someone, I would just like to say, welcome to our new principal that is going to be starting in September. And I'd like to personally, and on behalf of the board, thank Frank Donahue for his 42 to 43 years service as a teacher, advisor, mentor, coach, vice principal, principal. John and I had the honor to work with him the longest of everyone. And I know he's been on for like 42 or 43 years. And I'd like to congratulate and commend him and wish him well.
Thank you. Okay. I think about the same way too. And I appreciate Frank Donahue's presence for our school. So that's good. And then the next curriculum committee, Mr. Timothy Yang.
No report at this time.
Okay, thank you. Negotiations, Mr. Jeffrey Wu. He's not here. And we don't have any report at this moment. And student activities, field trips, Miss Rebecca Lee.
There's no report at this time.
Okay, thank you. For policy, Mr. Timothy Yang.
There's no report at this time.
Okay. And food service, Miss Min and Barnabas Wu. Yes.
No report at this time too.
Okay, thank you. And for the calendar, Mr. Barnabas Wu.
Dr. Tamaraju, are you want to talking about the convention or?
Well, I don't know. Again, if Dr. Cirillo said they're going to be having the virtual convention, which no one likes that either, I'd like to be there in person, but they're going to be having to go virtual. This is the new normal. So I guess to keep the calendar the same.
So this time you want to be there instead of the virtual, right?
Oh, I would love to be there. But new normal.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all hoping, our fingers crossed, that this coronavirus thing goes away ASAP. Yes.
Absolutely.
Right. And then let's go for the closed session.
I do not believe we need anything in closed unless you guys tell me differently.
No, I don't have it.
But I guess this would go on to old business. I mentioned yesterday to Dr. Cirillo that about the grading system that was used during the remote time a few months ago. But we are going back to the old grading system, correct, Dr. Cirillo?
Yes, and speaking to our administration and with the guys, whoever is speaking, can you please mute your phone? What I can tell you, and as we mentioned yesterday, the plan, because of much more synchronous instruction, is to revert to our previous grading policy.
Great.
I think that is very important for parents to understand as well. Yes. Oh, okay. And then any old business? That was old business. Okay. And then new business.
As mentioned during my report, I do seek 2 resolutions. I will do them individually, please. The first would be the annual submission of the Comprehensive Equity Plan Statement of Assurance to the County of Bergen, please.
I'd like to move on that.
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion about this?
It's not a new business.
A new business.
Oh,
I
no.
know.
Tom Barnabas.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Then let's have a roll call, please.
Sure. Stephanie Jang,
Yes.
Tom Matarazzo,
Yes.
Jason Kim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
John Madison,
Yes.
Yu Min,
Yes.
Barnabas Wu,
Yes.
Timothy Yang.
Yes.
Thank you.
And second, although not required by the New Jersey Department of Education, but highly recommended by the Bergen County Office of Superintendent, I'm going to ask the board to please consider a policy approving our remote-only instruction from September 8th through at least October 13th for health and safety reasons.
Is that 4 weeks
I move
or
on that.
I make a motion on that.
It's a little over 4 weeks.
The students would return in person on Tuesday, October 13th, if all health and safety conditions have been met. And at that point, that the reason it would be a Tuesday is that Monday is Columbus Day, and it is a previously scheduled holiday in the district, Mr. Wu.
Okay.
All right, then we're going to go back.
I move on that.
Second.
Okay, discussions? So that goes back to AA and then PB day for the Thursday and Friday, right? 2
So,
days.
yes, the plan would be at that point, upon resumption of in-person instruction, we would go with our hybrid that we had previously approved before the governor had allowed for remote only. So that would be our second phase of students re-entering at this point.
All right, that's clear. Okay. All right, then roll call.
Can I ask, is our October meeting before that date? Is maybe it's possible we can move our October meeting to the week before?
I did look at our meeting dates as of yesterday. Our September was September 16th, and our October date tentatively is scheduled for the 21st. What I can tell you, Dr. Matarazzo, and the county office does not necessarily require a board resolution, the state does not require a resolution. The county is suggesting it and recommending it. So we can move on certain items. Like last week, we made the announcement to give the families as much lead time to make arrangements. And we are actually moving on this tonight, which is 100% acceptable by them.
Good. But I'm just saying, like, for us to review it, should we have a meeting maybe before the 21st? So we can talk about whether we want to move it until November 16th. I think that was a date that was thrown out.
Yeah, I think that would be a suggestion from the Restart Committee at that point and for the whole board to consider. Yep.
Okay, so then we can move our meeting before that. This way.
If needed, of course.
Good. Great.
Okay. All right, then for the second matter, let's have a roll call, please.
Stephanie Jen,
Yes.
Thomas Matarazzo,
Yes.
Jason Day,
Yes.
Rebecca Wood.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I'm
Sorry.
John Metal,
Yes.
Yu Min,
Yes.
Barnabas Poe,
Yes.
Timothy Young.
Yes.
And then let's go for the audience participation this time.
If any member of the public,
speak,
if
please.
any member of public would like to speak, please just state your name. And please keep in mind that the district does have a 3-minute policy per participant.
Yes, good afternoon. This is Mrs. Lonis. Good evening, Dr. Cirillo and Board of Education members.
How are you, Mrs. Lonis?
I'm fine, Dr. Cirillo. I just want to say I'm not happy that we're going remote, but I understand that we have no choice right now to keep everybody safe. But I am totally disgusted with Dr. Matarazzo trying to take away our children to play football. He should be ashamed of himself. This is the only, our children need to play sports, okay? I can't emphasize that enough. I am sitting here crying my eyes out that this gentleman wants to take away what our boys and our athletes need, okay? Shame on him. Shame, 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 and shame on the board if they take this away from our children. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
I just want you to know that no one wants to take away anything. The health and safety of our students.
You're a very selfish individual.
Number one priority. Thank you.
Yes, the current COVID situation makes everything difficult to decide, and we're going to do our best to, we all know that sports is. So thank you so much for your concern. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. And anyone else?
If there is any other member of the public, this would be the time to speak. I think we are okay.
Okay. All right, then.
I'd like to move that we close audience participation.
I second.
And all in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank
So,
you.
Stephanie, you're going to set that committee up then?
Yes, ASAP, and then
Very
we're
good.
gonna bring, yes, all the
Okay.
possible, opinions, and we will seriously consider this matter together.
Very good.
Thank you. Okay, so I'd like to adjourn our August 27, 2020 board meeting. Thank you so much
Adjourn.
for participating.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good night.
I'd like to adjourn. Yes. Everybody.
Go ahead, we need a motion. We need a motion. Motion to adjourn, folks.
And second?
Second.
Second.
Who made the motion? I'm sorry.
I made the motion.
Thank you.
the motion.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Somebody made the motion.
Everybody wants to.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. So, yes, I'd like to adjourn now. And then.
Thank you very much, folks. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Nice
Thank
talking.
you.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Jason and the bus.
Dr. Matarazzo, please.
Jason from G.
Sorry?
We're okay. We were just getting our notes together.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
What time is it? Does anyone-